So in 2003, Jim Furyk wins the U.S. Open at Olympia Fields on the North Course, and you guys kind of played a hand in that. Could you give me a little bit of that story?
Yeah, I was only, I guess I was 13 at the time, but I was there Saturday, Sunday, all 36 holes were with them after. So I definitely very vividly remember that. So on Monday, Jim Furyk gets to the course and the USGA deemed his putter illegal. So the width of your putter cannot be longer than the length heel to toe. So they deemed it illegal. And he knew that we were, the best option because we were only, we're 20 minutes from Olympia Fields being here in Tinley Park. So our rep was on site and he heard this about Jim. He goes, Jim, why don't you come to Studio B? We'll dial you in. So Jim comes over Tuesday and he's at our studio for 8 hours, pretty much all day, trying to find a putter to use. And we're going, back and forth. His dad was there with him, and I think he took a nap in between. And it was a very arduous process, but finally settled on a putter that was called the Baby Ben. So he picked it up Tuesday. We built it to his specs, gave it to him Wednesday, and he wins the tournament on Sunday. He shoots 8 under and wins the U.S. Open. That was our first major as a company. It was a little divine intervention there to be able to have that happen. I think he was the only guy or maybe 2 or 3 guys we had in the field that week. So to be able to have a guy, a small company like us that was just getting going, only 4 years off the ground, win the U.S. Open in our own backyard after his putter was deemed illegal, absolutely incredible. So I remember, again, being out there following him and celebrating with him in the locker room after. It was just surreal, so cool being out there. And, again, being able to share that with Jim and have that happen again, right 20 minutes from us, just absolutely incredible and a great part of our history to be able to have that happen with Jim. So very cool.
What a way to, I'm sure everybody remembers their first major, but what a way for your guys' company to be on the map in that way. I mean, how big was the company in 2003?
Well, we started in December of 98. And then in 1999, we first got going. So we had a couple PGA Tour wins. Jasper Parnevik won in 99, Mickelson won in 2000, Kuchar in 02, I mentioned Luke Donald in 02. So we had some big wins. But a lot of the times when these players would win, the big companies would come in and pay these guys to switch out of our product and use their brand. So it was a little frustrating, but we knew we had a great product because we were winning, and some of these bigger guys were using our putters. So in 03, my dad decided to team up with the Ben Hogan Golf Company and try to get that bigger golf company support because Hogan at the time was owned by Spalding. So Spalding owned Top Flight, Etonic, and Hogan, and we were hoping they could go out and support some of these bigger guys to use our product, and they did. So that was just the start of the Ben Hogan partnership. So Furyk used a Baby B, Baby Ben, as a prototype. And then it became the Baby Ben after Ben Hogan. And we sold a lot of those Baby Ben putters that year and the year after. And, again, we were still a small golf company, but having the name behind us really helped get the name out there a lot more. So compared to where we were now, we're a lot bigger now. But that was a big, shot in the arm to get the brand out to the masses.
Yeah. And let's talk about now, because there's you're in charge of player relations for the tour players, and you guys got a pretty extensive list. Who's exciting you right now that's rolling with Bettinardi?
Well, yeah, we have a tour department. Dave Kubiak's our director of tour. Tim Bonner handles player development. Corn Ferry, LPGA. I mean, I'm most excited about Patty Tavatanic. I mean, she just won the A&A Inspiration. We just signed her this year. And she's 22, and she just won her first LPGA win, was a major. So how cool is that? It's unbelievable. Yeah. It's great for the Bettinardi brand. We've won, LPGA events, but we've never won an LPGA major. So to have a girl like her, she's repping the Bettinardi staff bag out there. She's got the putter. I just went down to see her at Isleworth to do some content, and she's just such a sweetheart. Amazing talent. She just went to Asia and Singapore and Thailand, finished T3. Already, third on the points list. So she's really exciting and kind of reminds me of Tiger at her age coming on and just dominating. She bombs the ball. So in terms of our whole staff, I'm really excited about Patty. On the men's side, of course, Sam Horsfield, he was second place in the PGA after round one. Won twice in the European Tour last year. Matthew Fitzpatrick, top 15 in the world. Kuchar, longtime staffer. Jason Kokrak won last fall, got his first breakthrough win. He was like 180th in putting on the tour. We signed him now. He's top 30. So great to have him come to Studio B, do some great work. And just developing other guys in the Korn Ferry Tour. So we have about 7 to 8 guys in the PGA week in and week out, 7 to 10 in the Korn Ferry, 7 to 10 in the LPGA. And just watching these players go to the next level is a lot of fun. We were watching golf all the time on the weekends, and it's exciting. I think the last 4 to 5 years, we've had over 20 to 25 professional wins. Again, getting that major out of the way this year was huge. And it's a really, really fun time, Matt. It's really cool to watch these guys getting in and girls getting into our product, and most importantly, winning. It validates the brand, not only here, but around the world. And it's cool. A lot of fun.